On the issue of the dress code, very, very clearly, the civil service is a regimented service. What it means that there are rules that govern the operations in the civil service. When you appear for screening or for interview, you don't appear for interview wearing rags. And there is nothing wrong in asking people to be decently dressed. Well, the code that was recently, the circular that was recently released, is just to re-emphasize what has always been in the civil service rules. The civil service rules, starting from the chapter 1, code 01001, I said code 01001, that is 01001, talks about the fact that that civil service rule governs the behavior and the attitude of those who are in the service. And that for whatever you do, except where the exceptions are very well stated, you are supposed to abide by that rule. And in line with that rule, which you know you are supposed to abide by what I have just quoted in the chapter 1 of it, 01001, if you proceed, you go to code 04314 in page 42 of the civil service rules. It is very, very clear on the mode of dressing that is expected of a civil servant. The civil service is a corporate body. If you are going to swim in a swimming pool in a hotel, you don't wear agbada. You wear what they call the kind of dresses that are suitable for swimming. If you are going to run in a race, no matter how much you like jeans or love jeans in the game of football, you are made to wear shorts and some form of what you call jerseys for the purpose of football, which means that is the particular kind of dress for that kind of game. If you are a pilot, there is a kind of dress you like, no matter how much you are in love with agbada. I've never seen any pilot that is wearing babariga for the purpose of flying. What does that tell you? That for every profession, every field of endeavor, there are certain codes or kind of dresses that you must put on. And we are saying in Delta State Civil Service that we expect our people to dress decently. We didn't ask you to, well, we are not determining what you are going to wear when you are going to your church. We are not asking you what to wear when you close from work and you want to go to a nightclub. We are not bothering ourselves with that. But we are saying, once you are representing us as a representative of government in the civil service, and you are carrying out activities of government in the course of the day-to-day affairs of your discharge of your office, that you must take cognizance of code 04314, page 42 of the civil service rules, which says that you must be decently dressed. What we are talking about is decency. Where an individual comes to work and you are wearing spaghetti hands, is it your intention to seduce your directors? Or when you come to work as a man and you are just wearing slippers as if you are going to the farm, particularly for those who are already highly placed in terms of their rank, we are saying as a government is not acceptable. And if individuals have any other issue, let them put it out. We are not asking people that if you are in your home, we are not determining what you wear in your house. We are not telling you what you must wear to church. We are not telling you what you must wear when you want to go and engage in swimming pool. If you go to the different banks, they have their colors. You cannot be in Zenith Bank and be wearing a green tie, even if you are in love with a green tie. And you know the reason why that is so. You must make sure it's red. That is their color. If you go to a number of these hotels, high-profile hotels, there are uniforms that people wear because the place where you're working has rules. Our civil service is not a free party where you can just come and then you expose all your body in the name of dressing whichever way you like. You paint your hair green. That is not the rule, because when you came for interview, you were well-dressed. So why do you want to change the rule of the game in the course of the game? You want to change the goalpost. So we are insisting that people must be appropriately dressed. You must be decently dressed. If you decide that because what you want to your swimming pool is so beautiful and that's what you want to wear to work, we will tell you that we did not employ you as a swimmer. So there are rules, and those rules are going to govern the course with which we operate in Delta State Civil Service. It's a regimented service. That is why you must subject yourself to the rules of the civil service. You don't come and say, okay, I am going to become a director tomorrow because that's what you want. You must follow the processes, the ladder before you get to that level. So for those who are making it look as if there's something out of the ordinary. What we have said is that our workers must be decent when they are in the workplace. Our workers must be decently dressed when they are representing government. That is what we are saying, and we are insisting that they must be decent in their approach and in their dresses. If you see even core members who are dressing very, very fine and beautiful, how come now you, who is they are supposed to look up to, want to begin to set bad examples? So that one, I want to believe, is very, very clear as to what we want to achieve with that. Now, there was also this misinformation that commissioners were fighting. I don't know where that came up from. Number one, you know that if we have any meeting in the government house, any ESCO, we usually invite you. We have not had any ESCO in the last 2 weeks. So I don't know which meeting that happened in the government house where commissioners converged and started fighting. If there was a meeting of commissioners as a college and they argued issues as to how they can proceed, that cannot be said to be fight. No two commissioners fought, not last week, not last year, not today, not any time did any two commissioners engage in fisticuff. That did not happen. But let me also make certain things very, very clear, and I have mentioned it before now, that as we approach the year 2027, it is more like that season in football where you talk about the transfer window. Individuals are already looking at where to attack the Oborowori administration, having seen that it's not possible to attack him on the issue of performance. They have seen that the Oborowori government is performing across board, and they cannot take on him on performance. So since they cannot take on him on performance, they are beginning to look for things that they can now use to attach to him, which is why some of these attacks you are seeing. Otherwise, how on earth can somebody just go and put up a lie and then say that that was what happened, and was even saying that they would deny it? Where did the fight take place? What are they fighting after? And when you say that somebody is saying that is blaming the government, somebody who is still in government, and not that the person have resigned, that is not true, and it never happened.